Yo, what's up, y'all? Yes, Black Dust. These motherfuckers. I have to talk about it. Sorry I'm late, y'all. I have work to do. I have a little break before I go back to work and shit. And, I need the bump. Um, how the fuck are y'all doing? Good morning and shit. Okay? Other than that, I had to let Fundi finish her live. Shout out to Fundi Fee. Shout out to all the party people. Godmama and them. You know what I'm saying? Man, listen. Man, man, hold on, y'all. What the fuck? I tried not to get mad, and at one point I was like, bitch, you not mad enough. And I still ain't mad. I'm just frustrated in a motherfucker, man. These combination people get on my nerve, and in particular, one motherfucker gets on my nerve. There's only one motherfucker in combination that could trigger the fuck out of me. What's up, Daquan? And get me to act halfway out my body, okay? If your name is not Janae Natiri, whatever the fuck her name is, you can't get to me. Okay? I'm telling you, you can't get to me. But that broad, she get to me. She could trigger me all day. Okay, and there's only one reason why this fucking bitch could trigger me all goddamn day. Well, two reasons. Two reasons why she could trigger me. One, she's a Capricorn. Two, she got the same goddamn birthday as me. And that don't make no sense because I don't act nothing like this bitch. Okay? And I know other people with my birthday too, and they don't act like this hoe. All right? And I had to call it carbonation shit because, when I first came on here, right, my whole thing, and shout out to the people again because I remember having this conversation with him, right? He was like, why the fuck y'all was even talking about this motherfucker nature nuts and shit? And I said because Nature Nuts was putting out the wrong information about yoga, and I wasn't having that. You gonna at least get the right information from fucking me. I don't give a fuck if you listen to me or not. Ain't gonna be no way he gonna be the only one talking about certain things yoga, and y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, that's right, Nature Nuts. Fuck no, that ain't right, and he ain't fucking right either. Okay, and fuck that shit. You hear me? Like, share, subscribe. I don't care what you do. I really don't. I can't care right now. All right, I can't care. Now, what is my problem with these nature nut people today? Huh? I know somebody's asking. Coca, child, and she a January Capricorn too. If she was a December Capricorn, I might to understand a little bit because Sagittarian people are kind of nuts. But this bitch here, listen, ain't shabu. Let me tell y'all what the fuck going on, okay? I woke up this morning very happy, slappy. You know what I'm saying? I got some good ding-a-ling last night, and I got a haircut yesterday, and I'm looking a little bit fresher than fresh. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up good. Fundi Fee came live. I was like, oh, let me go check Fee out while I get ready for work. And then Fee and them had to tell me that this bitch, Janae Natiri Pasa Pasa, wants to open up a yoga studio. What? A who, bitch? What? From where? Since when? Are you a fucking ass? Are you a fucking cunt? Uh-uh. No, bitch. No. I said, where y'all find this shit at? Where the video? I need the motherfucking video. Whatever the fuck it is, I need that shit. What's up, dear self? Dear Roz, yo, I'm kind of pissed off right now. Give me the something. This bitch got a motherfucker GoFundMe talking about, oh, I always like yoga, so I want to open up a yoga studio. Give me $3,000. Man, listen. If y'all go back to my old videos, I get so frustrated with telling y'all about certain aspects of yoga that these motherfuckers talk about. Let me start by saying this bitch don't know enough about yoga, never did enough about yoga, and will never do enough about motherfucking yoga. You hear me? Not once did she list she's certified, registered with anybody that makes any motherfucking sense. None of that. It's just, hey, get real. It's just, yo, give me money. Give you money for a yoga school, bitch. You need over $3,000 to motherfucking certify. Ho. To get certified, you need over $3,000. The fuck is wrong with you? What's up, Jennifer? Jenny? What's up, Godmama? To get your basic certification, bitch, if you lucky and you go to the right place, it is minimum $3,000. So what the fuck are you doing with a school? What are you doing with a school? What kind of school is this? What kind of yoga school is fucking this? Because let me tell you something. You ain't go through not even a sliver of what half of it, three quarters of these gurus and motherfuckers who have yoga schools. And let me tell you something. These motherfuckers are idiots, yo. I swear to God, they're idiots. I guarantee to you, this girl has not done even a little bit of enough to even gather a fucking following. Hell, I got more of a following than this bitch, and I threw a whole bunch of motherfuckers away. I didn't want no students at one time. Ah, hell, I don't even want to teach. And let me tell you what's the crazy thing about this shit, yo. The craziest thing about this shit is that when I got my hair cut, y'all, this is fucking. But let me like this. I ain't even like my spliff yet, y'all. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. I started off my day yesterday wanting to buy a plant. I was looking for monstera leaves. I want to propagate them. Or at least they big enough to be pretty in my crib. What's up with therapy? Excuse me, y'all. I had to get my biggie cough on. Went to go look for plants and shit. Found one plant, not the one I was looking for, but it was real pretty. People started walking up to me like, yo, your plant is pretty. Because I was holding it in my hand. It was really a leaf. Yo, your leaf is beautiful. Your leaf is beautiful. Thank you. So I said, well, let me walk down the street to go get something to eat, then go home. And I saw one of my barbers that I ain't see in like a year and a half, yo. I ain't see this cat in a while. I've been looking for him for the longest to get my hair cut. And I was like, yo, what's up? Where you been? What's good? And he was like, yo, where the hell you been? What's up? What's good? I said, yo, I've been going through it, yo. Hanging in, hanging on, things like this. And he was like, yo, me too. So we started, you know, talking about what happened while people was going this, that, and this. And the homeboy said to me, yo, Shree, not for nothing. You inspired me. I said, I inspired you to do fucking what? He said, you inspired me to work out and do yoga. Because he used to, put out videos on Instagram of him doing yoga shit and, workout things. But he was like, yo, he had to cut down because it didn't feel right for some reason. It felt too easy to do. And I was like, facts, because sometimes I would watch your videos and I'll be like, yo, that's ego based, that's some ego shit. We're gonna let him with the ego shit, you know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody really taught him nothing, you know? And he was like, yeah, I was watching you, looking out for you with the yoga, and then you just cut out. And I was like, nah, I ain't cut out on purpose. This happened. He said, you know what's crazy? Ever since you stopped doing yoga, I've seen all these people try to do yoga, act like this, act like that. And it's like, yo, and some of these people that he was talking about was people that followed me at one point. You know what I'm saying? On some old yoga shit. Now you see them doing yoga all over the place. I'm like, well, I guess they felt good about that, being able to go and, do yoga whether I'm there or not. The fuck? I don't do no yoga right now, really, like nothing of importance. And he was like, nah, get back to it because these people busting out, they not busting out over inspiration or something good. These people just coming out because tell them what the fuck is the real. So come the fuck back out here and do this yoga and tell people what's real and show people what's real. And I was like, man, I just got back on Facebook 2 days ago after a year and a half, almost 2 fucking years. And one of the first messages I get was, yo, you still teaching yoga? I've been teaching yoga for almost what? For almost 15 years. I've been training in yoga for more than 20 years, yo. Been doing that shit for a long fucking time. And let me tell y'all something. The best teachers with the best school started with nothing, okay? Nothing, zero, zero, zero students, zero money, zero any of that shit, okay? Before I get into the particulars of why this bitch can't even do nothing about what the fuck she want to do, let me tell you something about real gurus. The difference between a real guru and a fucking snake oil motherfucker, okay? A snake oil motherfucker is gonna go to a GoFundMe or firsthand, or a person that don't know what the fuck they dealing with. They gonna just jump off the one firsthand and be like, "Yo, let me do a GoFundMe. Give me $3,000 for nothingness." Ain't no real motherfucking yogi gonna do that shit. Ain't no real motherfucking guru gonna do that shit. I don't care if they're a monk or not. Because if you really on that yoga shit, you ain't got to put out a GoFundMe bitch nowhere. Okay? You do your motherfucking pranayama, you do your hatha yoga, you do your jhana yoga, you do your japa yoga, and motherfuckers will come to you and offer you money to do X, Y, and fucking Z. That's how that shit work, yo. Them motherfucking swamis ain't catch no big money playing and all this extra shit, all these fucking riches off of fucking really scamming a nigga. No. For many, many years, they wasn't scamming nobody. They didn't want no money. They didn't want nothing. And then people came to them and was like, yo, you don't do shit. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You let the universe handle it. So let me be the universe and give you some money. And let me be the universe and help you with this. And let me be the universe and help you with fucking that. If y'all ever listen to my backstories on yoga, I tell you about my Guru Dev, Sri Swami Satchidananda. I want y'all to look up a story with a live that I did. The thumbnail is an Indian man with a black lady with an afro. That's Sri Swami Satchidananda and motherfucking Alice Coltrane. Okay? If y'all know anything about jazz, y'all know who Alice Coltrane is. That's the wife of John Coltrane. Okay? And I'll tell you the story of how this man was able to own one of the oldest yoga schools in New York City, still popping. It's almost 100. It ain't almost 100. It's over 50. Okay? It's over 50. Probably about 60 years old now. The motherfuckers own the building. Okay? And they own the building because of a black lady. All right? And when that woman offered him money 3, 4, 5 times, he said no. Okay? It got to the point where she had to give him a blank check. And it was the day that they had to make the decision on whether to buy it or not. And she said, sign it and give it to them. And whatever they got to put. You understand me? That man didn't have to go beg nobody, not a damn soul. And if you that good of a scammer, you ain't got to beg nobody for shit. Especially if you one of the guys of yoga, tantra, any of that. All right? Because them motherfuckers work by karma, bitch. Them motherfuckers definitely work by the laws of karma. So you coming this way, I'm not, fuck that. Let karma handle your bitch ass. And I'm going to sit there and motherfucking watch. You understand me? I'm watching, bitch. I'm not telling karma what the fuck to do. Karma's already out on the fucking case. Okay? Now let's head back. This bitch After all the shit she done did, after all the shit she dealing with, she want a yoga school for what? Who is gonna look up to you? Bitch, you gonna have to be Mother Teresa in order for a motherfucker to look up to you. And don't put Kali in this motherfucker because Kali ain't no hoe. All right? Kali like the fuck her man, Shiva. One man. One. Not a million. Kali didn't have to jump around no fucking where to figure out this and this through dingaling, bitch. That bitch, that goddess didn't have to get no knowledge through no ding-a-ling, you hear me? None. None. Shiva wait for her. She don't wait for Shiva. Shiva look for she. She don't look for Shiva. All right? All of them saw. All of them saw. All of them saw. So I don't know what kind of yogic shit you going on, and don't even bring Tantra into it either. Because if any of y'all really know what Tantra is, that bitch is pure on the evil side of fucking Tantra, yo. And when I say the evil side, I don't mean like the devil and Jesus and shit like that. I mean that path that she's on is gonna lead her to nothing but destruction. That's the left-handed path, yo. If you trying to get your bliss through sex, alcohol, money, this, that, and the third, you always gonna catch a fucking epic fail. It's not gonna work. That don't mean you can't get there through them things. Hell yeah, you can reach bliss through alcohol. Hell yeah, you can reach bliss through sex. Y'all ever had a real orgasm? Yeah, you can do it, but it's harmful to you. It's not beneficial to you. It's gonna trap your inner child, and it's gonna make your ego go crazy. Okay, and that's not the point of yoga. This bitch got way too much ego. Fuck, it's ego that made her do a GoFundMe to ask you dumbasses for $3,000. My first yogic teacher training was $3,000. And that was many, many moons ago. That was almost 25 years ago. I think 2001? What? No, 2009? Maybe it was 2012 or some shit. Whenever I gotta find out when the fuck I got my certification. Y'all know how I paid for that? I ain't pay for that out of my pocket. Hell no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Bitch, I got a job. I had a couple of jobs, and I got a scholarship because I ended up doing volunteer work to make up for a certain amount. So basically, I really just paid $1,000 for my teacher training. All right, and even that was in payments of whatever every month. I ain't have to run a no GoFundMe and all this other shit, and I wouldn't have it no other way. The people that train me would have it no other way. Because it's the people like me. I'm doing many types of yoga at once, and I didn't even know. Bitch, I was doing karma yoga, selfless service, hatha yoga, and then I started learning, oh, I was doing bhakti yoga, because I was already going to kirtans and shit. I was already doing Raja yoga, going to satsang. I didn't know about none of that shit. I didn't know I was doing none of that shit, but I was doing it all at the same fucking time. All at the same time. These fake ass bitches. Don't let these fake ass bitches take you nowhere. And I don't even care if you go to the most basic fucking yoga school, the most dumb ass yoga school that don't really show you nothing, that don't teach you nothing, right? Because when you go to a yoga school, you go to yoga teacher training, a real one, they're gonna teach you about anatomy and physiology. They're gonna teach you about fucking ethics. Okay, you have to do a certain amount of hours of time, yo. Because once you get your certificate, you're supposed to get registered with the Yoga Alliance for your 300 hour and your 500 hour. That's how that motherfucker work. Okay? You're supposed to have 300 hours of training. And I'm not just talking about reading a fucking book. And I'm not talking about sitting there and meditating, sitting on your ass all day. I'm talking about work, learning how to teach somebody, learning how to fucking modify somebody's poses, learning contraindications, learning this type of person, that type of person, and how to deal with them. That's a good fucking yoga teacher, yo. Not this shit you might see on Instagram or you might see on TV because a bitch could do a trick. Okay? I don't give a fuck how many yoga teachers could do a trick. I don't give a fuck how many contortionists you know. That don't mean they know yoga. The fuck out of here. What's up, Reef? The fuck out of here. Let me tell y'all a quick fucking story, okay? You think I was the first yoga bitch to come on Bigo? No. But when I first went on Bigo, the first thing I did was look up black yoga bitches and black yoga dudes. I didn't find a lot, okay? The ones I found, they could do a whole bunch of shit. They could do all type of poses, all right? Put their leg over their head, split, this, that, wear the littlest clothes, all that fly shit. All of it. All of it. And I was like, yeah, I'm a yoga teacher. They was like, well, what kind of yoga teacher is you? Well, I ain't no yoga teacher like you. I ain't doing all them damn tricks. I don't got energy for them fucking tricks. Yo. What's up, Osunyemi? But let me tell y'all something. When these motherfuckers saw me do yoga and how I did yoga, each and every one of them contortionist fucking people was like, yo, teach me yoga, yo. Teach me. Because if they had any sort of discernment, any sort of anything in their fucking eyeballs to see what the fuck I was doing something they could never do, ever do. What the people was talking about, folding to the poles, breathing to the pole, all this extra shit, I was doing that. You could see me do. And then people was like, yo, how you did that? And that's the difference between some old poop-putt yoga ass teacher and a real motherfucker yoga teacher and practitioner, yo. Because a real yoga practitioner don't worry about no hatha yoga like that. All right? A real yoga practitioner will worry about pranayama first. And I guarantee you that bitch don't know nothing about how to fuck to breathe. She don't know. She don't know nothing about Kundalini. She don't know nothing about how it feels when it reaches the Sarasara chakra at the top. She don't know none of that shit. And if she did, she'd be short-circuited the fuck out. She catch an epileptic seizure so fucking quick. Because let me tell you something, even the best sex on the planet with your soulmate from the Most High himself don't feel the same as when the Kundalini reaches the top of that chakra that y'all talk about. All right? And ain't no hatha yoga gonna fucking do that. And ain't no meditation gonna do that without the proper pranayama techniques, bitch. And you will never know it. Because if you really knew how to do pranayama, you would not be fucking. You would not be trying to get these feelings through dick. Now y'all know I'm serious because I said dick. I ain't say ding, ding, ding-a-ling, none of that. Dick, bitch. You don't need dick to get to what the fuck you looking for. And you begging for $3,000 from a fucking GoFundMe and go get you there neither, hoe. Because where the fuck you need to be, you need to get there for fucking free, bitch. You need to learn to volunteer somewhere and really learn how to fold a blanket, hoe. That's what you need to do. That's how you get it. And that only costs $20, $10, depending on where the fuck you go. And I guarantee you, if you go to any real yoga place and they learn who the fuck you is, you ain't gonna stay. Because they gonna be like, no, bitch, you got too much cleansing to do of your chakras, your nadis, your motherfucking lungs, ho. Fuck out of here. Hell to the no. What's up, Chef Disaster? So let's start there. $3,000 just to get your first basic certificate on teacher training. And I guarantee you, nobody is going to be smart enough to invest money in you to open up a yoga studio unless you've been working on Wall Street for the past 10 to 20 years. Unless you worked at Wells Fargo, Merrill Lynch, or at Chase Bank or some bullshit like this, ain't nobody going to trust you off of a 300-hour yoga certificate to open no motherfucking school, bitch. Nobody, buddy. Nobody. Because you don't know shit. You don't know motherfucking shit. Okay? And once you get that 300-hour, if you a real motherfucker, you know that's not enough. That ain't enough. I got to know more. Because what you going to do, teach beginners all your life? Hell no, you ain't no beginner, bitch. Because if you do teacher training, you doing enough hatha yoga where you got to take level 2 classes now. You ain't taking level 1 classes no more unless you're injured, unless you're infirm somehow, and you can't do them poses there. Or you old, you over a certain age and you don't even feel like doing them shits no more. You just stay at level 1 poses. What's up, RE? No. You got to go further. You got to do more training. And you can go try to fuck somebody for that if you want to, but that ain't gonna work out too well neither. Because karma ain't partial to all that shit. Karma don't give a fuck. It's only ego that give a fuck about that. And karma destroys the ego every fucking time. You understand? When it comes to the ego, karma wins. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. Ain't nobody got to tell me a motherfuck shit. Somebody wanted to go, put karma on it. And don't tell karma what the fuck to do. Just like Mother Nature. Don't tell Mother Nature what the fuck to do. Don't tell karma what the fuck to do, bitch. Okay? Now, before I go any further into the logistics of why this bitch could never have a yoga school, people was like, yo, Shri, does she even know anything about yoga? And they started talking about Reiki and shit. All right? I'm going to put y'all on to something. She might know a thing or two about yoga. She might know a thing or two about Reiki. How you know that, Shri? Because I know where she would get it from. I know where she would get it from. I know the person she would get it from. I don't know them now, but if we saw each other face to face, they would fucking remember me. Okay? They would. Trust me. Especially if I tell them my name. They'd be like, oh shit. Now, I've said this story before, but I never dived deep into it. So, people took that as, oh, she believes subliminal and da-da-da. Oh, cool. Could still be a little bit subliminal. Let's just say that if Janae was to do anything with yoga or Reiki, it would be through her sister and not through her. Okay? It would be through her sister and not through her. Why, Shri? Because her sister's baby daddy is certified in Reiki. All right? I'm not sure if her baby daddy is certified in yoga. He could be. All right? He could be for all I know. I would not put that past him. If he came right now in here and was like, yeah, Shri, I'm certified in yoga. Remember, I went here. I'd be like, okay, boom, I believe you. I wouldn't tell him he's a liar. That motherfucker made up his own Reiki system, okay, and tried to promote that shit as a school. They had to move away from New York, okay? That motherfucker could have been the next Nature Nuts, all right? He could have been. He had the full potential to be the next Nature Nuts. You hear me? That motherfucker in his Reiki school had all the bitches that he fucked. How you know, Shri? I might tell you one day. All right? I might tell you one day. But trust me, I know his teacher. All right? I know his mentor. He might not call this man his teacher, but I know his mentor. I know the motherfucker that sparked him into all that shit. Okay? I know the motherfucker that put him on them. Because that motherfucker's a Capricorn too. And I mean, that motherfucker used to chill the fuck out. All right? And that's a good dude. That motherfucker, anybody could be certified. The question is by who? Facts, say Hudson. That's a fact too. That's a fact too. And what I'm saying to you, Saint Hudson, is whoever she is getting a certification from, it ain't enough. They not doing enough. They not. And let me tell you something. Homeboy that I'm talking about, the baby daddy, that could have been the next Nature Nuts, he settled down with this gal's sister. All right? He settled down with the gal's sister and a child with the gal's sister. That dude could have had any bitch. White, black, Spanish, you fucking Martian hoe. He could have had him through the Reiki shit. All right? He could have had him. But he chose to settle down. He chose to ease out. All right? And you don't hear about that motherfucker now. That motherfucker's on the cool. That motherfucker came into your favorite Nature Nuts live one day looking for Janae. Motherfucker King World, he went in there one time like, yo, has anybody seen Janae? Da, 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 da. And I answered his ass in the chat. I'm the only one that answered his ass because I knew exactly who he was. I wasn't going to be like, oh, yeah, it's da, 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 da. No, I wasn't doing that. I don't rock like that. But trust me, if I went to where the fuck he was at, or he came back up here, he saw me, and I said, ooh, ah, ooh, oh yeah. He'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck? And I'd be like, nah, nigga, what the fuck? You got the right sister, homeboy. I'm glad you fucked with that sister and not the other sister. Okay? Because Janae would have been one of his conquests, you hear me? He was acting like a fucking Janae, except he wasn't running around fucking bitches for knowledge. Them bitches was giving him shit. All right? All right? They was giving him shit. And he chose not to do that, at least for a little while, at least for a little bit. That shit is crazy. And if that motherfucker is out there and you hear this, homeboy, don't teach that bitch shit. If you already taught her, don't teach her no more. Give up. Turn around. Because that bitch ain't gonna change. Okay? She gonna keep slutting and fucking and all this other bullshit. She gonna keep going to where she don't need to be. And if you a real guru, wise, and all of you still got them type of powers, my nigga, you will tell that bitch to go back, get a job, and stick with the job. And take yoga classes for the next 5 years. Don't teach shit. Don't run shit. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Stay your ass with your baby mama and hook her up. Let this motherfucker Janae vampire her fucking energy like she do. You wonder why one sister get to one spot and the other one don't? Because one know how to keep her mouth shut. One know how to really manifest her energy within herself. And the other one's a fucking cunt. The other one like to use her cunt for foolishness. This bitch ain't about no yoga. The fuck out of here. This bitch need therapy. Okay? And real therapy. Not the fake ass therapy she been getting thus far. Because whatever therapist taught her to go to her higher self needs to go jump in the garbage. and get a therapy session with Oscar the fucking Grouch, bitch. You don't know what the fuck you doing or you talking about. You gonna tell a cult bitch that they whole shit was about their higher self to go with her higher self? You the fucking ass. Either she lying or the therapist lying. There ain't no therapist gonna tell you that shit. Go with your higher self. Fuck that. I'm a fucking yogi, bitch. Some people have called me a Yogi Raj, and that's a high level of yogi. You understand me? That's a high ass level. That's like a prince, a fucking Yogi Raja. That's a princess of yoga. Okay, that's what it translates to. Yogi Raj translate to a prince of yoga. So technically, the term for me would be Yogini Raja. All right, Yogini Rajari. Even depending on what part of India you go to, bitch. And if I go to a therapist and they start talking to me in yoga talk, I'm walking the fuck out. You're not the one to give me yoga talk. I ain't coming for yoga talk. I can go see a swami. I can see a swami for yoga talk. A real swami from India, yo. One not even from India. I've been with Indians forever in their life. Go to India once a year, all kind of fucking shit. I got plenty in my back pocket. I got my Facebook back. You think I don't got access to at least 4 swamis? Bitch, what? I live in Brooklyn, ho. I can find a swami all up and down the fucking block. I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear the therapy type of talking. And yes, a lot of therapy shit does relate to spirituality type of things like this. Hell yeah, I ain't talking about that. But if I've been through something of fucking cult where I've been constantly hearing about my higher self, all these different trigger words or programming words, the last thing your therapist is gonna do is interject that shit back into you unless they mad at you that day. Or they don't give a fuck about you no more. But here you go. Let's get back to the general direction of becoming owner of a yoga studio or school or what the fuck ever. Okay? And I'm just gonna talk about New York. And generally what goes on in New York as far as yoga schools are concerned, and even LA, where those concentrated areas are, it usually generally happens for the most of the United States. Okay. Do y'all know how long it takes to make a profit off of a yoga studio? Can anybody guess? I got 5 people in here. It says, can y'all guess how long it takes for a yoga studio to make a profit of any kind? Huh? Anybody? Anybody? It doesn't take a day. It doesn't take a year. No, Sunyami. It does not take a year. It does not take a year at all. Nope. That's a lie. It's not a year. It's actually 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. 3 to 5 years. And most yoga studios, whether they are involved in Hinduism or not, even if they're like the most, up to date equinox type of yoga and shit like that, all that shit you see on Instagram and shit, all of them, all of them rely on volunteers of some sort. Either the teacher is gonna volunteer or the workers are gonna volunteer. At least for the first 3 to 5 years, unless you have enough capital to pay everybody. Why? Because with new yoga studios, there is no consistency of students. And that's not even a That's not even a teacher problem, and it's not a studio problem either. It's just the way things are. People will see a new yoga, and it's not the same as a gym, okay? Because a gym could get filled quick. A gym could have a turnaround of 1 year. It's easy for a gym because the equipment's right there. Da, 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 you know what to do. Yoga, not so much. It's more specialized. So you can go to the gym and take a yoga class. You go to the right gym, you go take a yoga class there. They tell you whatever they tell you. Bye bye, bye bye, good night. Okay? But a real yoga studio, no, don't work like that. Because a teacher might have 20 students one day out of that week. All right? Because in order for you to turn a profit in a year, every single teacher would at least have to have 20 or 30 students in their class every damn day. And it don't work like that for a new teacher nor a new studio. Okay? I don't care how pretty you are. All right? I've seen models. Listen, I've done teacher trainings with real life models, New York City models and Fashion Week and all that fly shit. They got their little 300-hour, 200-hour teacher training. They didn't get no real set of people like that. They were smart enough to get one or two people here and there that'll pay them enough to do whatever. But as far as having a regular class, it still took them up to a year to have a solid sound foundation of at least 10 people every time they teach, whether they teach every day or not. That's why you got to move around. All right. The investment that's put into a yoga studio, even if it's capital funds and all of that, it's not just $3,000, you dumbass. Thank you. 8 million people in New York City, and a lot of them do yoga. There's a lot of yoga teachers out. There's a lot of yoga studios out here that closed. Okay, yeah, COVID caused that too. But even before COVID, there was really no such thing as a consistent class, except if you went to Power to the People. Oh, Yoga to the People. I'm sorry. If you went to Yoga to the People, that had $5 donation based classes, and even they had to close down before COVID because they couldn't afford the fucking cost of renting out the building. And she should. That's the best way to do it. She probably got more online clients than anything now. A lot of people be like, fuck it, we got you online. Fuck. Yoga school where? You know how much you gotta pay in insurance? Bitch, people can die from doing yoga. Doing yoga right, and you could die. Doing yoga wrong, you could die. Okay? It's just like the gym. Don't sit there and think you haven't heard a story of somebody in the gym. They've lifted weights for the longest time. They look good. They look nice. They look healthy. And then one day they lift the weight and they catch a heart attack and it's a wrap. I know somebody. Shit. I know a couple of somebodies. I was there when this happened, but I was downstairs. All right. I was at the yoga school where I worked at. And I was downstairs chilling. And people were upstairs taking a class. And one of the students was about 87 years old, 88 years old, had a heart attack in the class. It was considered dying of natural causes. And people didn't know he had a heart attack because they were seated when it happened. They were about to get into meditation. So he sat, closed his eyes, did not wake up. Everybody's sad except for his wife. She was like, yo, he must have been really peaceful because he loved doing yoga. He loved the yoga school. He loved that shit. Fuck are you talking about, lady? All these years you've been out here on some old spiritual tip. You ain't help nobody. You ain't even help yourself. And that's the main shit. And don't get me wrong, y'all. I've done lives talking about when the guru stumbles and falls and how these motherfuckers ain't perfect and they just human. But bitch, they work. They work on themselves. They don't just, fly, throw caution in the wind and just do what the fuck ever. It don't work like that. Shit, the reason why I don't do yoga is because I wasn't right in myself. How the fuck I'm gonna teach y'all if I ain't right in myself? How am I gonna generate the necessary prana and energy and good feelings to pass on to you if I can't pass it to myself? Fuck is wrong with y'all? If I'm a vessel, right, and my vessel is cracked and it got breaks and cracks and tears in it and shit, are you gonna fucking repair that shit? No. All you expect for me to do is pour water on your ass and pour fucking prana and energy and fucking yoga blessings on your bitch ass. But you ain't worried that the vessel that holds that shit is fucking breaking in front of your very fucking eyes. No, you don't give a fuck. Come on, man. Somebody got to. And I got to. That's the dilemma of being a yogi and a human. In order to be selfless, you need to be selfish. Bitch, you ain't selfish yet because you giving your pum pum away to every motherfucking body. You giving your essence away to every fucking body. What the fuck are you really keeping for yourself? Because anytime you have an opportunity to keep something for yourself and heal, bitch, you go and spread it out again. Fuck, you stay fucking yourself up. What kind of yogi is that? I'm gonna give you money for a school for what? Yeah, in-home fitness is the latest craze. And I've been doing it. Shit, I do it right now with my membership. In-home fitness. What's good? Hit the button. Check it out. And I ain't even doing yoga yet. Why? Because y'all motherfuckers ain't ready for no goddamn yoga. If I tell y'all the basics of yoga and what the fuck you really supposed to do, you going to be bored as fuck. You going to be like, when we get to the tricks, Shree, fuck you in the tricks. You can't even breathe right, bitch. You can't even breathe properly enough to hold the shit for yourself. You just want me to pour that motherfucker on you. You want me to fucking bukkake your ass with yogic sperm and downloads all fucking day, and you pretending that you taking it in. But bitch, you need to swim in the rivers of Lake Minnetonka if that's the case. Cause you ain't gonna learn shit, get shit, do shit. The fuck is wrong with you? It's a lot of bitches like that, yo. Too many bitches want the easy way out. Give me $3,000 so I can do a yoga school. Bitch, how about you get a job, earn that fucking $3,000, and go take some yoga classes, ho. Figure out where the best place, what type of yoga is the best for you, where the best to do it at. Because if the motherfucker you fuck with is still on realness, he gonna tell you go to somebody else. He ain't gonna tell you stay with him. Fuck no, I know you. Nope. You can't stay with me. You're not gonna rub your shit up on me and my bitch. No, I don't give a fuck if that's your twin sister. And I don't give a fuck if we ain't together. I'm good. Go to other people and see who else you like. Don't fuck with them. God bless the dead. I know people that were tried and are still tried and true yogis, yo. Embodiment of yoga. And right now, 6 feet under because them commit suicide. Them, not one, them. The thing that can liberate you can also shackle your ass. All because of this thing called the ego. And anybody that tell you you have to destroy your ego, they not yogi. They not real. Fuck that. If there's anything I learned in my 30 plus years of doing fucking yoga, almost 30, hell yeah. You cannot destroy the ego. The only way you can destroy the ego is to die. All right? You want to destroy the ego? Go dead. Brain dead, physical dead, whichever dead you're dead. Pum pum dead, whatever dead you're dead. And mental dead, ego still dead. Pum pum dead, ego still there. Physical death, ego not there no more. Because the same thing that could calm the ego down is gone too. When you're physical dead, you don't breathe in and you don't breathe out no more. So you can't catch no more prana. You can't catch no more spirit energy, soul energy no more. And it's that same prana, that same chi, that same spirit, that same soul you catch when you breathe, when you eat food, when you hug somebody, hug a fucking tree. That's the thing that could put your ego to sleep, put your ego in the corner in silence, put your ego to take a nap, put your ego to hold your fucking hand and walk with your inner child, your outer sanctum, your universe, whatever the fuck them there, all them walk together. But the ego is a powerful thing, a strong thing, a very manipulative thing. Your ego is the thing that we all call the devil, Lucifer. That's who Lucifer play with. Lucifer don't need to play with y'all poom poom and y'all ding a ling and all them thing. That's base, all right? Lucifer propaganda, yo, whatever you want to call Lucifer today, the elites, the this, the that, all of them, they play on your ego. That's how propaganda spread. That's all this gossip and bullshit, all based off of fucking ego. What's up, Raquel? All of it is ego. Most of what you do based on ego. And you don't know how to properly use your spirit, your chi, your prana, whatever it is, to calm that shit down. And she will never learn it. Not the rate she going. And don't and one let me tell y'all something. If it's one thing I can't stand about people, all right? And I say people. I'm not saying y'all. I'm not saying you. I'm saying people. I ain't talking about nobody kids or none of that shit. I'm talking about people. One thing I can't stand about people is when they think that a child is gonna solve all of their fucking problems. Your child is a mirror at times and not the best reflection of fucking you. Okay? A lot of times a child ain't got enough ego to fucking know to not to tell you certain things or act certain ways towards you or hit you with the fucking truth or show you who the fuck you really is. That child don't solve all your problems, all your internal problems. Oh, I had a child, so now I'm Mother Teresa. Hell no. That don't mean nothing. You can still be a hoe. You can still be a fucking ain't shit ass motherfucker. I don't change. If it don't change nothing with no man, how I gonna change something with you too? If you don't get the fuck out of here. Oh yeah, we got the motherly instincts. Okay, so you know when to put the baby to your titty, but that don't mean you got other things on point when it come to all of that. Well, this baby gonna make me stop doing this and make me stop doing that. No, the fuck it ain't. Because after a while, when that child grow up, you gonna figure out a way to maneuver and get back to basics and who the fuck you are. Motherfuckers, I remember back in the days, oh, I want to have a kid. I want unconditional love. What? Are you crazy? That kid don't give you no unconditional love. For the first 3 years of his life, there's no such thing as unconditional love. That baby love you because you fucking wipe it, feed it, bathe it, okay? Hug it sometime. Once that kid get two and that kid learn the value of no, your unconditional love is out the door. And it might come back between the ages of 4 and about 8 or 9. But once they hit 13, it's a wrap. All that unconditional love shit is gonna go to. They're gonna be like, where the money? I want Jordans. What do I love you? Don't hug me. The fuck is wrong with you? Hug you? Come on, man. Just run me this money. Unconditional love. Ha ha ha. Now, when you disciplining that kid, discipline ain't got nothing to do with well, yeah, discipline do got to do with unconditional love. I unconditionally love you, so even though I got to beat your ass or put you on punishment or some shit, I love you. That's why I'm doing it. The fuck? Come on now. Now, let's get back to the basics of owning a yoga studio. Okay. LLC is the least of your worries. Oh yeah, you can get a loan. How you gonna pay it back? How you gonna pay the loan back if you can't get people in and you can't turn a profit for at least 3 to 5 years? And let's not forget that you need to check how much taxes you have to pay to the city, county, and state. It ain't no and or. It ain't no and or. Depending on where you are, you might have to pay county tax, city tax, state tax, property tax. Yeah, your building's sitting on the property of whoever. Okay? And you got to pay that tax. Oh, I own the land. Oh, you own the land? Okay, do you have a septic system in there? You got electricity system in there? Who paying for the water bill for all them people? Who doing that? All right? Uh-huh. Who's paying that bill? And all that has to get incorporated into how much you charge your people to come in there. And if you charge it too much, they're not coming in there. Groupon don't help all the time. Okay? Groupon don't help at all. Actually, Groupon is the worst for budding small business. No, it's not good at all. Mm-mm. Raquel, only paying people reach no damn mind. I don't even care who you are at this point, Raquel. Raquel for now. But yeah, this bitch. This bitch ain't even got enough experience to be a yoga teacher, much less run a fucking school. And people who decide to be teachers at her school, y'all are the fucking idiots, okay? I guarantee y'all are the fucking idiots more than she is. Because she gonna pay you to do what she's supposed to do. You gonna get run by somebody that don't know what the fuck they doing? Are you serious? And she gonna dictate how much you get paid and when you get paid and all that? and you got enough experience, you can run your own goddamn yoga school. Oh, and you bringing in the people and all that for her, because she ain't bringing in nobody to do what? To do what where? Teach them what and how. She might play a singing bowl for their ass once in a blue moon. Oh yeah. She can do kirtans, but they don't last too long either. They don't last too long either. You have to evolve from that, and that takes a long time. And you might never get to the place where you want to be. Trust me. You don't have enough contentment, Janae. You know, in the Yoga Sutras, they have the locks and the keys, and they have the yamas and the niyamas. Okay? Things you should do more of and things you should do less of. And one of the yamas is contentment. Another one is saucha, cleanliness, but we'll get to that. Contentment. Not contentment for, not contentment as far as not having any ambition, because you can have ambition, but being content in the present moment. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a vision for the future. There's nothing wrong with looking at your past so that you don't make a mistake, right? But all that is contingent on your present moment, okay? So in order for you to be able to properly move forward and even look back and come back to the present, you need to be content in that present moment with what is going on. Trust and have faith in what will happen with the future. And hope and pray that you use your past as a foundation to transform into contentment in the present so that you can have a better future. That bitch ain't content. She never will be content. All this fucking and sucking, and now you got a kid, and all. Let me do this and let me do that. Now I want a yo score. I want this. I want that. Nah, you not gonna get there. You ain't got enough contentment. You ain't content with shit. Because if you were content, you'd have patience. You wouldn't just jump. It's just one thing yoga taught me or tried to teach me was patience and grace. Now for Halloween, you could be the goddess of grace. You got all the mask on, you got the makeup, you got the clothes. You could look as gracious as hell. You could look as gracious as fuck. You can make any man think you full of grace. But you ain't got no motherfucking patience at all, and you ain't got no real grace. Because grace is not something that you fall from every time you take a step. Like you tripping over a crack. New York City streets, the sidewalks is full of cracks and bumps, and you ain't falling that much as you fall from grace. And that's because you're not content with a motherfucking thing. You're not content with nobody. You're not even content with your motherfucking self. You have the patience to properly go through what you got to go through to even think about a yoga school. Because you're not even crawling. You just fucking leaping. I want a yoga school. Give me $3,000. No. What happened to the training? What happened to the this? What happened to the... Come on. There's certain things you can do for free. And you don't got to beg. Because if you do yoga right, it's going to come to you. You ain't got to run to it. You got to beg a motherfuck thing. That's another yama, saucha, cleanliness. Do more of that. Cleanliness of your poom poom, cleanliness of your heart, cleanliness of your brain, yo. You got physical ailments, homegirl. I hope that baby's healthy because you got physical ailments, child. You got monsters. Oh, girl. And don't get me wrong, she can promote a certain energy, no doubt. That's why she got people on Instagram following her because she can promote a certain energy great. But can you maintain that energy? If you're not content with it, there's no way you will be consistent. And there's no way consistency will come to you. And you won't be able to thrive as a yoga studio. The money might come in, but you ain't gonna do the proper paperwork and all that extra shit to keep the money flowing, to keep the money doing what it do. Your turnover is gonna be way too great. I'm telling you. And you won't have enough patience to weather the storm and handle it. Leave me. Leave you me. It's a fact. So, girl, I'm not even angry no more. I can't be angry no more. Unfortunately, this week is I don't pray for you motherfuckers week. It ain't happening. Because all week I've been asking. In the Bible, have you ever heard Jesus praying for the devil? I mean, he talked to the devil a lot. He has a whole bunch of conversations with him, but is he praying for him to the Lord? Lord, please do something about Lucifer? I don't think so. So why should I? I don't think I should either. You know? But I will speak on it if it's necessary. And leave it there. Mm, mm, mm. But yeah, I'm out of here, folks. My car's about to get towed. Oops. It ain't mine. So you guys have a wonderful day. And I will holler later. Oh yeah, it's time for me to get back to work. Peace.